All right, guys. Hi, I'm Jacqueline. I am one of the national organizers for Techstars Startup Weekend Remote USA. I am here to introduce one of our rising teams at the moment who is engaging with the Discord platform and building their team. Adriana, you pitched a really great idea in the beginning of this competition, and I would love to know a little bit more about that. If you'd like to just kind of give us a summary of what it is you pitched and the problem you're trying to solve, and what is the solution that you've proposed.
Hi. Yeah, thank you. So from what I've been seeing, athletes don't get a lot of outlets to advertise themselves. So Errol started trying to get athletes the ability without having to have an agent to advertise themselves. So I think, why not build a platform where they can build their resumes and and especially in this COVID situation that we're all in. I mean, this is a need, I think, because there's so many athletes just stuck at home trying to train and trying to get recruited. And right now, without the showcases and the games and tournaments, it's impossible to do. So the idea came from that. And what it is, I think the easiest way to explain it is it's a LinkedIn for athletes.
Very cool.
So yeah, they can connect with scouts and coaches, and they can post their profiles. And we're trying to do everything so it's very simple and very user friendly. So, but at the same time, we're trying to be innovative and get these other ideas into it and make it very social. So that's what I think would be the differentiator from the other platforms that do something similar to us. That we're trying to be very social and give them challenges to do, and be able to endorse each other and get referrals from coaches and all of that.
Great. I think it's 100% wonderful. A lot of the yes, I mean, sports athletes, sports entertainment, sports seasons have completely just gone haywire. So, it is hard to rely on, what was in place then when we live in a different world. So creating tools that allow others to promote themselves, their sport. I think it's absolutely wonderful. So would you mind having some of the other team members just give some of their insight? Who just tell me what you're doing on the team, what your role is, how you're engaging, how you're problem solving.
Sure. I'm Diego Lopez, and I'm doing a lot of research in the company. My expertise is sports management, so I'm trying to get all those expertise and information to the team. Working on a lot of research, surveys, all that stuff. That's what I'm doing basically most of the time, and also helping all the members.
Awesome. And what's some of the research? What's something new, a new insight that you've come up with while you've been researching that applies to this or even beyond?
Well, there's a lot of things that we are doing research. We a lot of like, for example, knowing about the other platforms, what do they do, and how can we do better? Research with athletes and coaches or scouts, surveys, networking with them and see what do they are looking to get, like new stuff in all those platforms.
Sure. Now you're an athlete yourself. I see behind you. There's
I'm a soccer fan.
Very cool. I take it that a few of you are soccer players. I know that's the first first sports vertical that you'd like to focus on. Why soccer? Is it also, Adriana? Is that your focus as well?
Well, yes, that's my niche. I work a lot with PR for a soccer agency, so we help promote the players. So we're in contact with, like, the agency I work for. We're in contact with a lot of players, on, like, the big names here in the U.S. and Mexico too, and Europe.
Sure.
So I believe we can get a lot of good insight from them, and I mean, we know the sport, but of course we wanna start there to make it easy, but then we wanna go. I mean, there's potential to apply this to all of the other sports, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, I see the value in it, and so it sounds like you really understand the problem then, that a lot of the younger sports athletes are facing. Vanessa, are you? Tell me what your what is your? Whoops.
Sorry,
That's okay.
Just working from home.
That's okay. We're all facing different sorts of constraints and impairments, so we can only do what we can do.
Yes, yes. A lot of interruptions, but we make it work.
Of course, it's all good. It's all good. So, Vanessa, why don't you just give us some insight as to what your role is and what you're seeing, and how this experience is for you, doing this startup weekend for the first time online in this fashion.
Sure. Well, I think it's really awesome that we can come up with this project, like with in this platform. Like everything is online, so we have to deal with the team communication online. We have to work in the chemic on the team, so we have to know each other and know what are the backgrounds that we have to work together. But
yeah, Vanessa's doing, sorry for interruption, she's doing an amazing job building a prototype.
Awesome.
And she's been really helpful with guiding us too. And this is my first weekend, startup weekend, and this is your, how many have you done, Vanessa?
like 5.
Yeah.
I also
You're an expert by now.
Yeah, I also help to organize some startup weekends, so I think I know like a little bit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So can you guys tell me some of the I want to hear some of the highlights and the lowlights. What have some of the highlights been so far since we've got this kicked off?
I think the highlights, I mean, we were able to, I mean, the platform that we're using, Discord, is pretty cool. It allows you to do a lot of cool stuff, communicating. I mean, there's some technical issues every now and then, but it's been working really good for us. And I mean, I think with in this time and age, with all the technology, the Zoom meetings and all of this that we can do virtually, I mean, we can do pretty much the same thing as if we were doing it in person, I think.
For
just
sure.
having good communication between the teammates, so make sure it works.
I think one of the cool things that is a highlight doing this virtually is that we have people from different parts of United States. Mm-hmm. So, for example, I'm in Florida. I know they're in Texas. So we see this problem from different perspectives. So when you have the startup weekend in person, you meet with people that live locally. So normally it's a very close view of the problem. So now we are seeing something more global, like national wide, the solution that we can approach, and not the same survey as we do always, like go to the streets and ask the person that is walking to validate the idea. Now we can go globally and see, like, hey, what do you think about this? I think that is the main highlight for all this event.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's riding that that learning curve. It's quite interesting. And go ahead. I didn't mean to stop you there, Wani.
Oh no. I just said yes. I agree with that.
Cool. So From my perspective, it's a challenge to try to overcome those entries, like barriers to entry when it comes to tech. But it seems to me, from an organizer's viewpoint, that if the need is great enough, the team will find a way to overcome those barriers and get to that place of being able to build it. So on that note, can you just tell me what one of the challenges for you guys has been?
Do you want to take that one, Sahar?
Yes, but just to clarify, are we talking about challenges of this weekend, like, or just about the business idea?
The business idea and this weekend. This is an open conversation for you guys.
Okay, I think overall the challenges. I mean, as they were mentioning, obviously being from different states, it really helps to bring other perspective. But at the same time, there had some challenges not being able to be in the same room. So the communication and making sure that everybody is available at the same time to talk about certain things. So that has have had some challenges. I think since it's such a short period, only 2 days and a half, so it's easy to make it work, but it have had its challenges. But overall, I think I mean, this is my first one I'm actually doing. So it's been great. I really didn't know what I was signing myself into, but I think overall it has been a great opportunity, and we're learning a lot.
Fantastic. I'm really, really glad to hear that. Yeah, it's I think we all I'm speaking for myself, but maybe for a number of other people as well. My first Techstars startup weekend, I had no idea what I was getting into either. But it became one of those like pivot points in life. You know, it really opened up a door to something new. So that's wonderful. Well, I don't want to steal too much of your time here. I know you guys have a lot more work to do. Any parting words for anybody? This will be recorded. It's being recorded currently, so we'll be pushing this out. But any last minute words about your project and where you see it heading and what you hope to do?
Well, we hope it makes it to Sunday's pitch, to the finalists, and hopefully we can take it further, make it a reality, and just get some traction. And I mean, I think I have really good hopes for this. I think we can be of great service to the sports community.
Absolutely, I believe so too. Well, thank you everybody for your time. Who did we miss here? Ashish.
Yeah. Well, I would just like to say, Startup Weekend, the Techstars has been a great company. I did participate. I'm actually wearing a Startup Weekend t-shirt.
Right
Oh
on.
yeah.
And I really
Very
like the
nice.
company. Amazing what they are doing. I've seen a lot of companies grow from the Startup Weekend thing. And to do this in this world pandemic when we're all in a crisis, and letting the ideas flow in, and which could possibly help people in this situation, I'm just glad that they're doing this. And
Yeah.
great job.
Absolutely. We're trying to be as inclusive as possible here because we recognize the potholes that have been exposed, as a result of COVID. And I think we have Jorge sitting here. I can't really bring him on unless I move one of you off to the side, but he's gone. I apologize about that. We can only accommodate 6 at a time. All right. Well, that's it's wonderful to talk to you guys, and I encourage you, just reach out to as many organizers or mentors as you can, even the ones that have not been assigned to you. Sometimes a little bit outside perspective can shake things up in the most wonderful direction as possible. So I encourage you to, if you have time, seek out those extra connections, because this is one of those moments in time where everyone's personal and professional and innovation networks can just dramatically change and increase in the most perfect direction. So I appreciate you guys. I'll be rooting for you. Just reach out to me when you need. So
will do.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Have a good night.
good luck. Yes. Good night. Happy creating.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.